y'all doing? Thanks for tuning in. Starting a little early this eve because, hey, you guys said so, so I did. I'm kind of warmed up. Hope y'all are doing well. I'm shivering still, too. I don't know where you are in the world, but it is in a deep freeze around here. You guys all talking to each other. Who do we have in the chat anyways? Let's see who we got going on here. Sorry. Grab the old mouseification, scroll up. We got RJ, the mad one, in the house. Everyone should check out RJ's channel. I'm going to mention that again later too, once we have more people dropping in. RJ's been a friend of the channel for a number of months now. And I dig what he does. He digs what I do. Maybe you'll dig what he does too. Check it out. We got Mark Cartisano. Mark. Hey, buddy, Mark. I met you, Pete Thorns, live stream, I believe. Who else we got in here? We got some guy named Ben Coombs. I don't know who he is. Somebody can kick him out or something. I don't know. We got my lovely sister Amanda in the house. We have Will Varela in the house. We have Sinner in the house. Middle Stage O, another good channel to check out. We've got Brad Miller trying to watch as they do chores. Awesome. We got Adam EVH in the house. Awesome. Awesome. Let's see here. Yeah, that was a very Canadian post, Brad Miller. Hey, Blackie DH, yo! What is up? Who else? We got Dennis Brio, if I didn't mention you earlier. Awesome. Yeah, early start. Yes, I did cut my hair, Amanda. Yes, thank you for noticing. Yes, it was down to about there before, I think. So, Kevin Belton's in the house. 49 in Tampa. Yeah, that's damn cold for Tampa. Like, it's cold everywhere. Kevin Belton. We got Robert Metzenberg. Good to see you, Robert. Thanks for joining us. Welcome, welcome. You're more than welcome, RJ, on the shoutout. Again, RJ, check out his channel. David Ennis. Good to see you, buddy. We got my nephew Soda Pop in the house. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Don't stop playing because I'm jamming along. Yeah, it was just something I was fooling around with to warm up, and I was just like, ooh, that's sleazy and saucy. I should open the show with that. So we were using the Digitech Screamin' Blues into the carbon copy. We got Daddy's Telly, and we're playing through, let's see, we'll move out of the way while you can't see it. My B-52, the AT-112. Will, how's Richie doing? Better, yeah. He wasn't doing too well there the other night. Wow, you guys will... I don't think that'll ever happen again. We got Han 36 Solo in the house. Amanda says her chat froze. Oh, I thought mine did too until it just went again. Deep freeze coming to New Hampshire tonight, yeah. So I figured this is my last chance to hang out with you guys live before leaving for NAMM. So I figured, you know, play some tunes, hang out. Do you remember what you said? Yes, Blackie, I do remember. I had another request of doing Rocket Ride as well, which I butcher. Ugh. So maybe I'll do a medley. Ivan Carter, good to see you. All right, so yeah, I'll get to the Kiss stuff a little later because I dug out the old Fibson, so I'll play it on the Fibson. Frozen in the UK too. Hey, good to see you, Bam Ozzy. Gypsy Heart Entertainment, glad you can join us. New friend of the channel. Awesome. How's the vocalist search going? Not good so far. No one has fit the bill yet. However, right after I get back, February 2nd, we're doing 3 auditions in one afternoon. So hopefully, of those 3, we'll be able to get something going on. If you guys could let me know, is the guitar loud enough? vocals loud. Well, I can't really do anything about the vocal level. I might be able to adjust it, actually. Can I do that? Let's take a look and see. Yes, I can. So let me know. Is the guitar to vocal okay? So let me know on that. Because I can turn up the amp. You guys know I'm just playing with the amp at the other side of the room. Thank you, Gypsy Heart. Hey, Maya, so classy. Good to see ya. JJ, good to see you, brother. Guitar level good, vocal up maybe. Okay, yeah, because I'm using Hangouts, so you know what I'll do? I will just raise the overall, because I can. I think I can. Can I? Oh, I can. So this will raise the guitar a bit too, so. Oh, I love it. I get a notification. Ben Coombs adjusted your audio level. Well, I'd like to think it was me adjusting my audio level. So, let's see. I gotta move that bigger so I can close the control room. Oh, actually, I better leave that open. There we go, so I can see you fine folks in the chat again. Oh, we got 34 people watching. That's awesome. Awesome. Yes, awesome. Everyone saying hey to each other. Hey, Brian Fingerless Guitar. Good to see you, brother. Hey, Scott Nickerson jumping in. Jeff Harper. Good to see everyone. Awesome, awesome. Mark's back. Tell us about the telly. All right, this is... Yeah, I guess there's quite a few new people joining in. So for those who don't know, and there is a specific video in the My Gear playlist on the guitar, because I know when I stream, I don't have the best video quality, so... This is a 1967 Fender Telecaster. Hey, Guitar Hack. White guard, you know, blonde finish. Mayhem, good to see you. This was purchased new by my father for $300 Canadian. And this was his #1 up until the mid to late 80s. Sorry. He stopped playing. We were talking about that actually just yesterday. So, let's see if I can get a little closer. You can see. I know you guys just love the back of that neck. So she's well loved. Well played. Hey, Brack. So, yeah, EMG pickups in it because of, you know, bad wiring and bars. Just made sense. Yeah, I'm very, very fortunate, Dennis. Very fortunate. Hey, Zach. So when Dad retired from playing, he gave me this. Well, he basically gave me all of his gear. So, and I noticed the neck has shrunk to the point where the dot inlays are actually raised now. Like, you can feel them. How crazy is that? Like, it feels like somebody just put a glob over top. Yeah, exactly, Soda Pop. Yeah, my sister knows this guitar very well, too. Go figure, right? So, yes. So I figured I'd start at the night playing it. What's the best way to get vintage gear nowadays? For me, inherit it, because that's the only way I can afford it. I've been really fortunate. I do have a fair amount of vintage gear. Hey, Jason Wade. Hope you had a good live stream. Somebody said you were live. I haven't been online for a while because I was setting up. And, man, you guys, I played for about half hour, 45 minutes before going live just to get my hands going because it is so cold. And it's just, even though the room feels okay, the hands just don't want to agree. So I apologize for my playing tonight. Jeez, all kinds of people jumping in. Awesome. And you'll probably notice, yeah, I met a bunch of new folks this week on a few channels. All really cool channels, so don't be surprised if someone subscribes to you and shows you support. Because I met all kinds of different channels. I was just hanging out this week. And, you know, these folks decided to check me out. Do you use a laptop or streaming from a desktop PC? Laptop. An old laptop. So yeah, don't be surprised if some people start checking out your channel and supporting you. Alright, let's see how in tune this thing is in. I only tuned it half an hour ago. Yeah, no doubt. Hands cold and digging out snow, yeah. Well, it's like, I got a door right off camera here. 38 watching, 15 thumbs, 700 subs. Thanks, Mayhem. What's the first thing you're going to see do at NAMM? First thing I'm going to do is check in. And then, and then I don't know, head for the guitar hall, JJ. There's something we need to, we got to go check out a booth basically at lunchtime. For those who don't know, watch Johnny's Late Show last night. Because there's an appearance where every member, well, basically every member of the David Lee Roth band from the Eat 'em and Smile tour, you know, Bisnat, Sheehan, and Vi are all going to be there. And rumor has it, DLR himself may show up. Thank you, Dave Byron. Thank you very much. Yeah, it's going to be, it's like 9-10 hours travel time because I got a layover and stuff. That's not enough gain for this guitar. Johnny Beane! I just hit that like a train wreck. I told you, my hands. Shocked me, yeah. Blackie wanted it. Wow, this guitar is not like in the 9s in this cold, too. I know some other Kiss. I'll do my Kiss medley out of the way, especially because I haven't seen Quentin jump in yet. Hey, Brett. Now hold your niceness on the Fibson. So, $50 in a J-Tercer JT200 trade. So why not? Cheap Amazon Tele knobs because I love Tele knobs. Eventually it'll have all chrome or nickel. What day do you leave for NAMM? Wednesday, Mayhem. Wednesday, yeah. Hey, Todd Flowers is in here. Wow, all kinds of people in here. We got 42 people watching. Awesome. Hey, Mitch Heyman, tell Johnny Beane we all said hi when you're at NAMM. Well, you can tell him in the chat, too. Yeah, of course. Yes. What was... I don't know if I could pull that off right now, Hack. Your request. Oh, wait, because I do it on the recorded version. That's my poor rendition. Yes, I did, Mayhem. I did. I got 8 inches cut off. Mad Dog, good to see ya. Let's see, I missed a bunch of stuff here. Yeah, me too, Blackie. Ace Frehley and Eddie Van Halen. Alright, I think... Okay, I covered that. I went way back. What year is my Kramer, Brian? It is an 85, I'm told. According to Mr. Johnny Beane, it's an 85, and I have a tendency to believe him, because apparently you can't go by the neck plate serial number. Thank you very much, Gypsy Heart. I'm trying. Deer Park has a Les Paul P90s. I love you. I love you. That's awesome. So Will's a Kiss lover too, apparently. Well, there you go. I got the Kiss out, so if you guys kind of know what I play. If you have any requests, let me know. Do I know it? I don't know any Santana. God, I wish I did. If someone is playing a Santana type shuffle already, I can kind of blah blah blah, you know, plausible lead over top of it. Are we talking about the Fort Wayne Kramer again? Yes, Blackie. Yes, and for those who don't know, Blackie DH is in Fort Wayne, Indiana. And I went to Sweetwater, which is also in Fort Wayne, for the Gear Fest. And that's where I ended up picking up the Kramer. And it turns out it was a local pawn shop that was selling it. And Blackie actually played the guitar before I ever played it. Hey, Marsman. By the way, cheers, folks. Billy Squire. I was thinking that. I knew a Billy Squire. Let me think if I can still play it. And I know I play it weird on the neck and stuff, but I think I want... How about we turn off the phaser? That's about it. That's about all I know. And that was bad. I really, yeah, I need to learn Everybody Wants You. That's a good one. Ted Nugent. Skinnerd, yes. I think I do know some Skinnerd. Other than Simple Man, because my hand's way too tight for that. But, oh, weird play. Some April Wine too. I used to know. Let's see. What? Yeah, they do something in that. I know. Tonight is a wonderful time type thing. Just because I love it doesn't mean I can play it, Brad. I play mostly British stuff, I guess. $21.12. Jesus, yeah. Exactly, just kidding. No guitar player wishes that on another guitar player. Oh, like, I should know Triumph. Oh, man, I used to know Late on the Line. Damn it. Drawing a blank. Nothing wrong with British music. Well, yeah, I agree. I agree. It's like they took everything that was coming out of North America, mixed it all up, and spat it back at us twice over. It was awesome. Hey, Quentin! Hey, you missed the Kiss stuff. Yeah, I did, Quentin. I did. Are you going to the show with Paul Gilbert and Andy Timmons? I may. I am not sure. Oh, Sister Golden Hair. Good song. Oh, and somebody asked earlier. I am using my blue Snow Globe Snowball microphone, USB microphone. And I'm playing through my B52 AT112 tonight, and I have my pedal board. Hey, showman! I'm using Hangouts, Mark. Larry Mitchell played a show 30 minutes for me last night. Yeah, I saw your post about that, Johnny. Is that a new guitar? No, I've had this. Hey, Matthew. Good to see you. I've had this the better part of a year. When did I get this? Mayhem? This spring? Yeah, it's the Chibson, the Fibson, the Abomination, the Creation. Flipside Music. Good to see you, brother. Everyone should check out Flipside Music. They recently jumped on board to sponsor the channel. Ike and Dylan do a weekly show called What the Facts. You should definitely check it out. Awesome stuff. Everyone's saying hey to each other. Man, I love this community. Yes, if you see JJ and me at NAMM, you'll probably see Ike from Flipside nearby. Same as Johnny Beane, probably. Well, Matt Mays. Yes, I was playing some Matt Mays earlier. Interesting story about Matt Mays. You guys, long-time watchers on the channel may know. The bass player in our band, Larry Babcock. Hey, Rick Hefner. The Sea Wolf, as we call him, spent some time living in Nova Scotia. And the last band he played in before moving to Ontario, he was replaced in the band on bass by Matt Mays. Old Man Dan. I don't know the intro. I just know the chords because Richie does the intro part. I'm going to allow that, Brad, because that's right. I'll be wearing some of those at NAMM, Brad. I'm drinking Labatt's Blue. play the chords down there. I usually, Rich and the guys, they'll play that part, and I'm usually just doing like... Thank you, Mayhem. Thank you. Been hustling. JJ told me to hustle about, what, 7 months ago. He saw an increase to the channel when I got around 200 subs. Funny enough, we were talking about that with RJ. Which, RJ, if you're still in the chat, say something, because we got 51 people watching, and everyone should be subscribing to RJ as well. And Johnny Beane, because Johnny's largely responsible for me even doing this. Apparently Terry's awake. You out of here, Mayhem? See you, brother? Oh, yeah, I'll play this a little while longer. Mention thumbs. Oh, okay, yeah, thumbs ups if you don't mind. Doesn't cost you anything. Yeah, RJ's been going at it for years. He could. We want to push him. We want to push him past 200 tonight. You're more than welcome, Johnny. Jesus, you know what you've done for me. So. Got Six String Planet. That would be Ed's new channel. Check out that. Ugh. Can't play, can't talk. Half a beer into me. Christ. I'm trying to prep for NAMM, folks, and I'm failing miserably. Yeah, check out that channel. Lando27 Music. Another good friend. Good to see you, buddy. How was your skiing today? He was out skiing today. Damn cold. Too damn cold for me to be out skiing, I'll tell you that. Well, I don't ski anyways, but even if I did ski, it's pretty damn cold out there. And RJ, if we get you past 200, please let me know. Yeah, I saw some photos, Johnny. That was cool. I was going to use the code. Oh, okay. Lando was out skiing, Blackie. I'm down with Mad Dog. Well, I'll move to California, retire on In-N-Out Burgers and the beach. Do you use the dime pedal for that sound? No, actually, I'm using my OD glove. Nice call, Matthew. Someone's been looking at my pedal board. I don't use the dime bag. Give it a shot. And that's with the button pushed in, so that's Dime's tone stack. Hey, 2 and 3 chord James is in the house. Dog, you threw me right off. Brian Kote, good one. Well, we'll turn off the Dimebag distortion. So the only part I remember of that. Nice, Terry. I tell you, with these 18-to-1 tuners, if you get any of them, it feels so weird to tune with them because you're just turning and turning and turning. It seems like nothing is happening. I wish I could, Blackie. It's not playable. Hey, Randall Fisher. Can't hang. Want to say hi. Safe trip to NAMM. Thank you very much, buddy. Oh, well. You'll never let him live that down, will you, Will? I hope not. Is the Buck Owens Telly worth the price? You know what? I was never really a fan of the paint job. Yeah. Because it's a Telly. Like, they are nice. They do seem to hold their value, that's for sure. Oh, because I figured somebody's going to ask for it sooner or later. Man, this is laid back compared to last night. Yeah. Alright, now the question is, does this thing have a tune? I did tune this, but that was like an hour ago. Oh, that so far, yeah. Oh. Just a skosh. Good. Just think, 2 nights in a row of watching people tune, right? Looking forward to anything great at NAMM. Honestly, Lando, the biggest thing I'm looking forward to is meeting fellow YouTubers. But gear-wise, yes. I want to check out if they have any Rev amps there. I know Rev has a presence. I don't know what they have for amps there, but I really want to check them out. I definitely want to check out Framus, because the only Framus I am ever played is this. So this is the only Framus I've ever played. So I would really like to play something newer than this. Like, you can see how beat up this thing is. So Randall just noticed I got a haircut. Yes, I did, sir. For the first time in 3.5 years. Do you have any thin line tellies? No, I don't. Never really got into them for whatever reason. Or at least I don't own one yet. Not yet. Definitely checking out the Friedman booth, because I want to talk to Mark, and I'm hoping to get a quick interview with Dave, if possible. So, hey, John Parson. It's always the G string. It doesn't matter what brand. If they're gonna have a string you have a problem with, it's always the G string. Am I right? Gibson, Fender, doesn't matter. Like, if you're likely to have a problem with this string. That and weird low E strings. I've had more than one guitar that used to break low E strings. Hey, Saboteur's Music, if I didn't say hi earlier. Yeah, the new Greg Koch model. Good call there, Ike. Neck. Such a small neck. So small. Strings breaking out the saddle is usually a burr. Exactly. And it's always the low E string. If I have a bad saddle, it's always the low E. Do me a favor, play open G, then open D. Not with this guitar. Yeah, okay. Check out Saboteur's Music. Soda Pop says it's a cool guy. Hey, Dan of New Jersey. Yes. Yeah, it has like the cheap Duncan single coils that were factory, and then Duncan JB in the bridge. A Johnny Beane in the bridge. Right, Johnny? That pickup's named after you, I believe. Hey, Music in Nature. Is that a Kramer? Yes. Sorry, yeah, we have a lot of new people. It's a, I believe, Johnny, you said a 1985 Kramer Focus 6000. Rosewood fretboard. No skunk stripe, no scarf joint. Candy apple red. German Floyd, I believe, still. Installed a D-Tuna on it. Thank you, Adam Reaver. Everyone should check out FU-Tone. Adam Reaver does great stuff. All kinds of cool stuff. Looks like an 86. Alright, maybe it's an 86. Well, like I said, Johnny, you'd know better than me. I thought you said it was an 85, so... Here, let me move the headstock up with the white background, so... Less delay. A single repeat? So you want no delay soda pop? Actually, the mix is up a touch on it. There it is. I don't know. I wouldn't call that the hockey stick because it's pretty pointy at the end. Here, a little. Move it over the white again. Let's call it mid-80s. There we go, Sinner. Yeah. The Floyd sits flush. That's one of the reasons I bought it, because it does sit flush. Here, let me kill the pickup. If I can zoom in close. Oh, here. Make me get up. I'm expecting this to be clear video anyways, but yeah. Very low action. Hey, Dan Anderson. Stop by Acacia Guitars. Okay, cool. Says I ordered the Tele body already for the next build. The body and neck from Canada. Awesome. Awesome. Since there are so many new names here, I'd like to remind everyone that I am Ben's younger sister, not his wife. Yes! True enough, yes. Yeah, depending on which country, it's either Bush or Bush X. Okay. Back to the phaser. Actually, should I do it with or without the phaser hack? folks. Some Gatto. What I see in there? Yeah, me too, Hack. I love Gatto. It's the only one I know. That's right, Lando's my wife. Sharp Dressed Man. See, that one, it's a straightforward riff, but if you don't play it right, it sounds like ass. Of course, everyone knows. Some EVH, or yeah, because I was playing the EVH on the damn Les Paul earlier, right? Let me think. God, I wish I knew some Hendrix. I used to know Hendrix. Let me think. Let me think. Because for some reason I play it in drop D. Maybe I won't be playing it in drop tuning. Can't quite get it. All right. Out of here, Jeff? Yeah, I'm butchering DOA anyways, like badly. Excellent, Terry. Well, in spite of your injuries. I don't know. What do we got going on? What do we got going on in the chat? Everyone's saying hey to each other and remind me why I don't own a Floyd. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I'm still getting used to it. What I should have done is tune it, left it unlocked, let it sit, tune it again, then locked it down. Then again, I haven't fine-tuned the detune since I installed it. By the way, Ola England said earlier today he will be there at NAMM with some of his solar guitars. Can't remember what booth. He'll probably be downstairs, I would imagine. I think he usually is. I think. Like I know, but just from watching previous year's coverage. Waiting for Red Green to show up, fix Ben's guitar, duct tape. Yeah, no kidding, eh? Everyone has an opinion, Will. It's alright. It's all good. Blackie, I am using my B52 AT112. You have no opinions at all, old man Dan, you just observe. Okay, nothing wrong with that. You out of here, Dan? Thanks for dropping by. Hope you left a thumbs up. I appreciate each and every one of them. We got 42 people still hanging in. 43 people. And I'm just, yeah, butchering it tonight. I'm flying in Wednesday. I should get there at a little after 10 p.m. Pacific time. Oh, nice. 42 people, 43 thumbs ups. Nothing wrong with that. Thanks for the info, Bam Aussie. Hangout with Hack was most viewers ever had. Well, awesome. Hack's a good guest. He pulls in those people, eh, Ed? Oh, my wallet just ejected. Hang on. Fortunately, it's tethered. This felt very disconcerting, and I all of a sudden fell over slightly. Yeah, getting bluesy. I do, Ed. I check my analytics, you know. I'm trying to grow the channel, so. Leaving Wednesday, Blackie. Leaving Wednesday, flying back Monday. that guitar is pointy in case... What? My God, it is pointy. No. Ben's Beer and Steve from Boston. Yeah. Wow, this thing really wants to not stay in tune. I'm going to swap it out for now. What should I grab next, folks? You tell me. Hey, Michael McReynolds. Good to see you. Randall Fisher's headed out. See you. I will, sir. I will. Thank you. Yeah, I'm going to try to get coverage. At least I'll be uploading every day. I don't know if it'll be published each day, because the idea is to just get stuff. Yes, Ike, definitely. Strat. Everyone wants the Strat. The Strat with the 6-year-old strings, because they still haven't got around to changing the damn strings. With the action a mile high. God. Yeah, I'm still on my first one, Will. You guys dig the Strat, eh? So the deal... You guys want to know the story of the Strat? I don't know if I've really told the... Because I realized we haven't even gone an hour yet. And I've been playing a fair amount, so... Todd. So yeah. Do you want the extended story? That takes probably 5 minutes to tell. Oh man, this thing's got some fret sprout. Yeah, no kidding, eh, Todd? AKA Soda Pop. I think I'm actually going to tune this thing to standard. Gotta run. Cheers, old man Dan. Thanks for stopping in. I do, Blackie. Well, you got busy for a while. You missed some stuff, yeah. I got it out of its case. It's got a twisted neck, but I can still... Excuse me. I can still play it okay. Because I'm used to it, right? Wow, this thing was like down a full step. What am I, Mick Mars? Hey, Blank Palette, good to see you. Well, like one guy. Yeah, I'm not going to go that far back, Ed. Hey, Riley. Yeah, like I said, folks, I've met a lot of people this week on various hangouts. I've been checking out some outdoors channels, and which they have live streams as well. So it's like I've been meeting whole other communities of people, and you know, it's like, yeah, it's a guitar related channel, but it's me, right? It's not. Alright, so, no, this is a 1989 US Strat. Okay, tell me about the Strat. Sure, Blackie. So, I don't know how well it's coming through on camera. It's kind of a blue pewter. Like, it's not quite gray, it's not blue, but it's not quite pewter either. I don't know what the color is. And I'm colorblind, so I can't tell. Amanda may know better than me. Yeah, 1989 US Strat. Came in, the guy owned it for maybe a month. And he traded it in on something else at Arden's Music. And I was vacationing in Toronto. Actually, vacationing in Scarborough. Because that's the life I lead, hack. Vacationing in Scarborough, visiting family. And my dad called me up and he goes, hey, what's up? He goes, you look for a Strat? I said, yeah. He says, they just got one in. You know, it's the same color that Clapton played the same one at the time, except he had the active pickups. And Bob Mould, or not Bob Mould. Bob Mould? No. Yeah, Bob Mould. From Sugar, aka Husker Du. And he played the same one as well. So yeah, it was there, sitting used. The only thing wrong with it was missing a tone knob. So if you, I don't know how well you can see, but this tone knob doesn't match these tone knobs. The font's a little smaller. It's whiter. So yeah, Brian Cote. Pewter. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So yeah. $600 Canadian with a case. So got it. And I've done some mods to it over the years. I've undone most of the mods. It's got the original pickups in it again. The only difference right now is this has the original Spurzel, is how you say it? Spurzel tuner, locking tuners. Which actually, funny enough, I went into the local Fender dealer and I said, hey, can you drill this out and put a locking nut in here? I'm sick of this wiggle bar going out of tune. And he's like, well, that's a pretty invasive job, you know. Take out this little Strat nut and put in a locking nut. Probably an R2, I would imagine. He says, however, he goes, Clapton's been using these Spurzels, or Spurzel. And he seems to like them. I just got them in this week. Do you want to check them out? So I was like, sold. And the only difference was I was told I may have to drill out the big hole as well as a small hole for the little nipple so it won't rotate, you know. Because the original Fender ones they used 2 anchor points and these ones have 1. And ironically enough, I took off the stock one. This one fit right through the hole, no problem. Piece of cake, didn't have to drill that. And the headstock from the factory has 3 holes for some reason. And I've always wondered about that. If anyone that does a lot of work on guitars, why would they have had 3 holes drilled? Like, did they offer different tuners on the same neck? Like, it seems like an odd thing to do. Yes, I did, Soda Pop. So, wow, man, this thing's got bad fret spread. I'll take care of that. So yeah, this is my Strat. No, they don't. The nut, I had already, like, the nut's been filed and such. It wasn't gripping there. It was the fact with the 1.5 winds, it was going out of tune a bit. So, seems more stable than it was, that's for sure. Yeah, I could put a bow nut in it as well. Oh, it's the original nuts in it. I've barely picked up this guitar in 20 years. Because it does have a bad neck, which is going to get rectified. Eventually, Travis at Reno Fin's going to build me another neck to throw on the body and stuff. Hey, Eddie Van Haskell. All my guitars are stock. I bought them because of the specs. Yeah, I can see that. Stop by to show support. Hit the thumb up. Thank you, Roving Raven RV. God, the action is a mile high on this thing. Guess I could definitely use a setup, at the very least. Is that Creedence Clearwater Revival? There was some Hollies there, and then I was thinking Wake Up Little Susie, because Nesdall mentioned it, I think, the other night. Some CCR. Ooh. Oh, we retune first. Hello. Truss rod adjustment? Yeah, I probably could use one. But the neck is actually twisted. I was showing, oh yeah, he's already left from the chat. Mayhem, he's seen it. I know, you probably wouldn't be able to see it. It dried out and shrank. Yeah, this, basically the low side has dropped down. So it's, yeah, twisted. Hey, Jamal! Did you know that a lefty guitar neck is more expensive than a righty neck? Also, that would cost less to buy a righty neck and install a lefty nut yourself. Yeah, sad, isn't it? That's funny, Amanda. I'm open whether or not you mod guitars or anything else in life. I'm into hot rod cars and modding guitars if you want. You know, some people like the original stuff, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's why this is basically stock in this end of things. But on the other hand, maybe you want to try something different. See you, Raven RV. Well, that beer's killed. Can I say that? Jamal headed out too? Alright, this thing is like killing my hands, guys. What do you want to see next? Oh. Or what do you want to hear next? Oh, just off camera, coming in. Oh. Sure, soda pop. Exactly. If it's not working, try it. A mod is cheaper than a whole new guitar, you know. Or what if you got 5 Strats or 5 Les Pauls? Well, use one as mod platform. Nice blank palette. That's true. That's true, Bam Aussie. Then again, you know, I modded my 71 Tele, so like I put a modern bridge on it, so it's got a 6 saddle bridge instead of a 3 saddle, just because I prefer it. So let's talk. What's up, Will? What do you want to talk about? You know me, I'm an open book. Keep forgetting I gotta fix the nut slot on for the A string on this thing. It's a little grabby. That's why if you see me keep pulling at the string. Never do a mod that would compromise the guitar. Save all the replay. Yeah, exactly. And that was what I did with the 71. Like, I wasn't going to start hacking into a vintage guitar, that's for sure. But a modern bridge fits right on. I'm leaving Wednesday, Jamal. I fly out of Pearson at like 4:15, and I land 4:15 Eastern, and I land at John Wayne at like 10:10 p.m. Pacific time. What do you think of today's rock music? I like today's rock music because there are, you know, there's still some bands coming up and doing their thing. Fortunately, like our radio station, it converted the format from classic rock to classic and new rock. So you hear Glorious Sons, just, you know, off the top of my head, Glorious Sons or The Lazies or you know, all like newer young bands. So yeah, there is some rock out there. You just gotta look for it. Play pal. How long were you asleep, Quentin? If you're considering that new rock, how long have you been asleep, buddy? One Bad Son? Yeah, there was that whole... What is it, about 5 years ago? It seemed like everybody had the word son in their band name, you know? There was a whole bunch of Glorious Sons, One Bad Son, Forgotten Son. I was like, holy crap. For those that are joining in late, everyone should subscribe to RJ. Have you hit 200 yet, buddy? Have you hit 200, RJ? Or are you just being hush because you're going for 210 now? So what about Greta Van Fleet? You know what? Why not? Sure. You know, if they're keeping rock music alive, who cares if they sound like Zeppelin? Good on them. I can't sound like Zeppelin. That's the way I see it. You know, it's like, duo out of, up the road here, Oshawa area, Crown Lands. Amazing band, duo, drummer and guitar player, and it's like Zeppelin meets Rush. It's just awesome. Everyone check out Crown Lands. Tell them Ben Coombs sent you. it's a crayon. Should have known. Just trying to start some... Hey, nothing wrong with that, Will. I'm all about conversation, you know. I like a good debate. That's your favorite song, and I just butchered it, Riley. I think that is the studio model or junior playing. Yeah. This came as a kit for like $100 Canadian. I think they were sold out at Walmart. It is a talent built under license from Baldwin, which Baldwin Music is the student division of Gibson. So it's outsourced to an outsource. Turns out, when I did the video on this, I thought this was plywood, and a viewer chimed in saying it was actually alder, and we looked at it, and it's not actually plywood. So I'm gonna probably refinish this thing, because honestly, I paid $60 for it, and it still has the like the protection over the pickguard and truss rod cover. I haven't even pulled those off yet. So I dig it. I wanted a junior style guitar, and you know, for $60, I replaced the nut because the nut was, you know, shite. Tuners are absolute garbage. I need to replace them, but why not? Bolt-on neck, I don't care. And I kind of like the fact that, because I'm going to leave probably the back and sides red and just put some cool color on the top. I like the fact that it's a red body and a black neck. Like, it looks like somebody put this together out of parts. Cheers, Guitar Hack. Have a good night, buddy. Until the next time. So yeah, it's a Talent Les Paul Jr. Blackie. I don't know when I picked it up. It's getting a new pickup. Travis from Reno Fin's building me a humbucker for it. I told him what I wanted. And, you know, I like playing it. Yeah, it's really slim. Hang on, I'll show you that. Yeah, it's a really thin body. Like, if you look, there's the jack plate. It basically takes up the entire body, right? You know, cherry burst, whatever. I didn't cut down the nut enough, so I just hogged the hell out of the slots. Play some Billy Talent on your talent. Yeah, I don't do Billy Talent. I was never really a fan of Billy Talent, and then his one of his guitar player, who's also for those who don't know, is a big talent scout in Toronto, came to look at my band play one night, and he passed, so I passed. See you Flipside. Thanks for dropping in, buddy. Everyone, again, subscribe to Ike at Flipside, please. And you notice Ike's got a wrench now too, so subscribe to his channel. I will see you Thursday, Ike. Okay, you'll be in Friday around 1. Sounds good, buddy. Give me a text when you roll in. Awesome. Looking forward to that. Hey, thrash metal and fun riffs. Most underrated guitarist in rock. Thoughts? Neil Schon, Paul Kossoff, Ronnie Wood. I want to come up with one more. Oh, crap. Terry Keith? The original guitar player for Chicago. Yeah, I was trying to play Funk 49 and failed. Join the movement. Welcome. Duff McKagan. Oh, great bass player. Steve Stevens. Yeah, I'd say so. Because Steve never really, let's be honest, most of Billy Idol's stuff, Steve never really got to show off what Steve's capable of. Like, if you know the history of Steve's playing with all the flamenco or classical side of things on top of what he did, you know. Yeah. Mick Moody. Yeah? Mick Mars. I was thinking Mick Mars. Johnny Ramone. One of the best right hands in music. Johnny Greenwood from Radiohead. I never got into Radiohead myself. I can appreciate what they do, but I just never got into them. Scott Ian. Yeah. Yeah. Izzy Stradlin. See, you're just putting up butter points, aren't you, Soda Pop? Izzy's one of my heroes. Terry Keith. Yeah, exactly, Brad. I watched, you know, like, Chicago, unfortunately, like, for my age, I grew up in the Peter Cetera era, right? And you hear some of the stuff, older Chicago stuff, but it's only, like, a couple of hits, you know, like 25 or 6 to 4 or Saturday in the Park, you know, type thing. But listen to I'm a Man. Like, good God. Steve Gaines from Skinnerd, yeah. Kim Mitchell is a good guitar player, Soda Pop. I agree. Jerry Cantrell. My God, did Jerry Cantrell have one of the most articulate, if that's right, articulate rock tones? Like, I'm just thinking, like, every time he'd hit, like, especially single string runs, it almost sounds like he doubled up a clean guitar sound over top of it, because it's just so clear but heavy too. Amazing tone. Jerry Cantrell, killer tone. Dimebag, yeah. I don't know about underrated though. Dimebag's pretty well known. Jeff Healey, again, gone too soon, right? Prince, yeah, definitely. Andreas Kisser, refresh my memory, thrash metal. I'm not too sure. Who do you play with? Lil Wayne. Overrated, yes. Mike Campbell. Oh, definitely, Todd. Especially having seen the Heartbreakers live. Holy crap. Amazing. Sepultura. Okay, yeah. I listened to a bit of Sepultura. Not a lot. See, like, not enough that I really knew the name. See, Lamb of God, never got into that. See, like, if... I don't like the growly vocals. That's just me. I'd say Jeff Healey, you know, it's surprising. Jeff Healey got recognition worldwide, but still underrated, I think, you know. But then again, blues player, right? Vivian Campbell. Yeah. Yep. You know, Vivian Campbell's one of those guys, too. It's like, well, especially now, the majority of his career, you know, he's been playing in Def Leppard, and, you know, he did the Thin Lizzy thing. So it's like, and he's playing other people's stuff a lot, you know, like he still does his thing, but my God, yeah, underrated, yes. Dave Murray, sure. Adrian Vandenberg, yeah. Michael J. Fox, why not? He is a pretty good guitar player, or at least he was. I don't know how well he can play now with his condition. But definitely Rick Emmett, yeah. I see Rick Emmett not in Canada, right? Because we've always had heavy airplay of Triumph. The Karate Kid. Yeah, I could see it. Yeah, Blackie, yeah. Like, I got into Pantera because I could still somewhat understand what he was saying. Samantha Fish. Don't know that. Hey, Fred. By the way, welcome. I know I'm terrible on my own now. I've got so used to playing with a band around me that, you know, I'm getting into playing a lot of fills and stuff. So my timing is off. Like, it's not like Willie Nelson timing, but, which, my God, hardest job in show business back in Willie Nelson, because he plays nothing but fills. Stevie Salas, if I'm saying that right. Soda Pop, where is he out of? Lewis DeColt, yeah. Great work. Doyle Bramall, yeah. I agree, Will. Great shot. I'm not playing as much, but that's okay. Let's give my hands a rest. Plus, my God, I'm going to have to start pulling a set list to figure out something to play. Gary Clark Jr. Yeah, like, a lot of those guys coming up, you know, do we call it like the next generation of blues? You know, like anybody under 40 will just loop in as the next generation of blues players because they're going to be playing it the next 20 years. Yeah, see now, Amanda, I got issues with Bonnie Raitt, right? Same as Mom and Dad do. Only because Bonnie Raitt was very well known, like, what, 15 years before she won the Grammy for Best New Artist. Over a very produced song. But she's a great player. I'm not going to take away from her playing. But yeah, I guess, okay, so, you know, we'll say for the underrated guitar playing, but she just had so much publicity behind her. George Harrison, I agree. He's got a very unique style of lead playing. Played with Rod Stewart and Sass Jordan. Oh, cool. Marcus King, yeah. Never got into Thorogood, but I can appreciate him. Jerry Rafferty. Can you play the saxophone riff? No. Nope. Not even close. Johnny Marsden. Or do you mean Bernie Marsden? Bernie Marsden I love. I would say yes, Thrash, because they don't come up in conversation as top players. You know, it seems, you know, like even if you did a list of a top 100, who are you leaving out? You're leaving out so many good players. Bob Weir, yeah, Dickie Betts, sure. No, Dickie Betts, so he took over a lot of work once Dwayne left this earth. I have no idea who that is, thrash metal. Ted Nugent? You know, I was talking about that on a live stream. I don't even know if it was on this channel. But, Susan Tedeschi. Yeah, no kidding, eh, Fred? But, Steve Rothery. I don't know that name, Bam Ozzy. I'm curious. See, again, underrated if you're naming them and I don't know who they are. Because, I'm not saying I know everybody, but, you know, we're guitar players. We know a lot of the big names. But, you know, for Ted Nugent, you know, look at his whole solo career and what he did guitar playing wise. And he had his style, which was quite good. Balls out, hollow body. You know. And then Damn Yankees comes along. And he plays a complete, you know, he's playing a trim guitar. You know, he's playing, well, he's not playing a hollow body Gibson, right? He's playing like a, whatever, a Floyd kind of guitar. And I'm only talking about his guitar playing, Ed. I am not talking about anything outside of guitar playing. But he did some stuff, you know. Had a career. But I dug his playing in Damn Yankees. Because he reinvented his style, that's for sure. Don Felder, sure. But I think, you know, Don Felder gets a fair amount of recognition. It seems like the Eagles as an entity get held in such high esteem. Soda's underrated. What am I putting through for snot here? Hey, Rob. Nugent's, Gibson, Birdlands, or Beauties. I bet. Quentin James is pretty good. Yeah, I saw him shred with his feet. Jim Beane. Jason Wade's got to head out. Okay, buddy. Thanks for stopping in, man. Thank you. Thank you very much. I will have fun. I know I'll have fun. I got to record a bunch of videos because otherwise I may not remember everything. I haven't seen him on the channel in months, Blackie. Todd Rundgren? Yeah. You know, actually, here's a good one. Larry Lalonde. I cannot wrap my head around the guitar work he's done. It is just so, like, it's just so out of my comfort zone that I can never, and I'm a huge fan of his playing. Kirk Hammett. Holdsworth. Hey, Brack. Nobody mentions LL. And he's like, yeah, I know. I was like, who's LL? I'm like, wait a minute. I brought LL up in the conversation. Yeah, Larry Lalonde. My God. Mark Farner? Sure. I think I need to lower the action on this a touch. Or adjust the neck, because I never have. Or I think I did when I got it. Alright, sister's got a Tommy Smothers. Sure, why not? Dave Davies, Randy Bachman. Randy Bachman's a hell of a player. Dave Davies, you know, man, I love that old Kinks stuff because, well, a lot of it's Jimmy Page, but Roy Clark, my first concert ever was Roy Clark, that I remember getting a ticket for and going. But you know, the Kinks, kind of punk rock, you know, if they had a little more gain. Very punky. I always liked that stuff. Jeez, everyone's just throwing names out there, eh? Love it. Still got 36 people watching. That's very cool. Thanks for sticking around. Trying to think of something to play. He's grabbing at set list. He's got the set list, folks. Man, some of this. Oh, okay. This is an old band. I was like, man, I haven't played that stuff in. I don't know if I know any more Kiss. Crazy Nights. Yeah, I never learned Crazy Nights. Barry Manilow. Yeah, I don't have a piano handy. Well, I do have a keyboard, but I have no idea how to play it. So, Tony McAlpine never really got the fair shake, I think. Emmylou Harris is a treasure. PDX Guitar Freak, yeah. Nancy Wilson, yeah. From there. Mick Ralphs, yeah, definitely. Thrash metal, I teach simple keyboard theory, including Home Sweet Home, Imagine That, and Imagine a Dumb Video. Right on! Yeah, coochie coochie! Rick Derringer? Sure. Alice in Chains. Hey, JJ, you're back. Yeah, very underrated. Especially if you looked at, watch a lot of the live stuff that Aerosmith did in the late 70s. Brad really picked up the workload in those concerts. I love Joe Perry, but man, some of the live stuff I've seen, he could barely play. Yeah, playing some Priest, RJ. Must have played all the metal stuff in high school. I definitely probably listened to it. Eagles guitars, all of them. Perfect, Soda Pop. Yeah, exactly. They never really had a bad one. How many $50 guitars till you give Amanda just one? She's welcome at any of mine, dude. She knows that. You know, as long as they're not one of my main gigging ones. But one of the reasons I gave her daughter a guitar for Christmas is I figured, you know what? She could probably pick it up once in a while when Sam's at school and stuff. Just saying. So yeah, for those that don't know, I gave little Sam a guitar for Christmas. Alright, what? Sloppy good. Yeah, that's the story of my career. We got 38 people watching. 37 people. Every time I mention how many people are watching, it always drops by one as soon as I say it. So we have 1 million people watching. Tracy Guns, no kidding, eh? Everyone's saying, Amanda, I need to give you a guitar, but I said, you know, I gave that one to Sam that you could play on as well if you wanted to, but you can also take any of my guitars as long as they're not one of the handful of main gigging ones, because I got a bunch of gigs coming up, so, well, bunch this year. I think we've got anywhere from 8 to 11 on the books. I can't remember now, because I booked a couple more for us last week. Steve Lukather, no kidding. If you like rock music in the 80s, you heard Lukather, right? Oh, yes. You gotta get a tuner. I told you. Download the Fender Tuner app. Works great. Just dropped to 999,999. I knew it, Fred. I knew it. Well, I think I'm going to swap out guitars once more, folks. Look at you all lonely back here at the back of the room. Everything else is in the boats and you're back here. Why are you being all standoffish? Some guitars, I tell you, folks. Oh yeah, I gotta do the fret ends on this thing too. Ooh. A couple of sprouted. Does this guitar come with free spare time? Yeah, exactly. Right, Amanda? Gotta remember which guitars I have set up for standard and which ones I have set up for down a half step. Which is basically anything I use with the band is down half a step. I think Todd Flowers is still in the chat. Figure it's time for some P90s, Todd. I made a prediction, folks. I think you're going to see a big push in P90 bass guitars this year, or over the next year or two, we'll say. See you, Brad. Thank you very much. I will. Yeah, you have supported the channel in many ways, Brad. So yes, you already gave me some beer money. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Move the set list around. Oh, people texting me. I'm not going to answer a text. I'm in the middle of a live stream. Thank you very much. Excuse me. So I hope you have a good night, Brad. Enjoy your rest of your weekend, whatever's left of it. I think, I want to say you're in Florida, so we still got a few hours of it. tomorrow. Even better, so am I. I'm back. I gotta go to work Tuesday, and then I'm off until Thursday of the following week. Oh, geez, 2:40 a.m. Bam. Dang, buddy. Dang. Well, thanks for hanging in with us. See, I love playing this guitar, but I gotta really do these fret ends, and I keep saying, oh, I'll do it later, I'll do it later. Very nice, Jamal. Oh, cool, Soda Pop. I appreciate the support, man. I have a red and white one, too. I have a red t-shirt with the white logo. Everybody needs a P90 on 36 Solo. Hey, Joshua Harris Vlogs. Which amp am I playing? I am using, well, now that this guitar is in my hand, right here. That is made by B52. It is the AT112. How are you doing, by the way, Ed? You healing up? You know, I caught some of your live stream the other day. You seem to be in fairly good spirit. You were showing you had a fair amount of movement. About time they came back around to the original rock and roll pickups. Yeah, no kidding. Oh, sorry, Rob. Yeah, I'm... you want to jump in for a minute? Sure. Send it back, let him fix the sprouts. Let's see here. Rob, send me a message on Facebook so you'll be at the top of my message list. I'll shoot you a link, buddy. We're going to have Rob, with a bunch of numbers after his name, jump in. So apparently he has something he wants to talk about, we'll say. Oh, let's see here. Go to Facebook. Oh man, what's my password? Nobody looking at my hands. Oh wait, you don't know the email address that's already in there, so. Maybe? Oh, I logged in. Awesome. Blake Pallet, you're out of here? See you, buddy. Thanks for stopping in. Thank you. Very kind words. Yeah, so Rob 21271. One more question. How is the clean tone on the Fender Blues Deluxe? Give me a sec. We'll fire it up. And you can hear the lovely wiring in the house, right? We'll switch over to this. Alright, so everything goes to 12 on the EQ. So just so you know, I got the treble set to 10.5. Bass is also 10.5. Mids are at 10. Reverb is at about 2.5. Presence is at 10. Hope you heard that. So everything's kind of... well. Oh yeah, you know what? I hope I took it out of standby. Alright. Turn that up a bit for you. There you go. Hope that helps, buddy. Love it. That's my number one. That's my stage amp. But tonight I'm playing through the B52 because I like the B52 tonight. It's a little beefier sounding. Bang. How about we not wrap the cable around the stool multiple times? It was clipping the mic. I'm sorry about that. Alright, yeah, I saw it. Alright, give me a sec here. Let's bring up the Book of Faces. Okay, yeah, I'll send you a direct invite. Over here. Oh, you know what? Just before I send you the invite, how about I unmute the volume on here, so I'll be able to hear you. Thank you very much, Josh. Appreciate the support. What am I looking for? Invite. And I already forgot your bloody email. Oops, forgot a letter. Oh, crap. What the hell just happened there? Let's just close and reopen that. Talk amongst yourselves for a minute. And there he is. Just sent you the invite, Rob. Make sure you pause the playback when you jump in so we don't get the echoing. There he is.
Hey, Ben. How's it going, brother?
Doing good. How you doing, buddy?
All right, just got back home a few minutes ago. Had a few drinks. Good to go.
Awesome. Everyone say hi to Rob from the chat here. Welcome. Welcome.
What's up, guys? I can't see the chat, but I can see you, though, which is
awesome.
all good.
Well, you have my condolences. Got to check out, have a good time at NAMM. Ben, Dennis Brio says. Thank you very much, Dennis. Cheers, buddy. Yeah, so I'm coming out to your area of the woods, eh? Aren't you out on the West Coast?
Yeah, I'm in Southern California. Anaheim is about an hour and 41 minutes from me.
Oh, nice. Awesome. Yeah, I can't wait to get out there. It's, was it? I looked today, it was minus 18 Fahrenheit with the wind chill, and we got the better part of a foot of snow this weekend. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to California.
Right on. I don't blame you.
And my sister just said, yo, Rob is on. And
Hi,
Will
Amanda.
says hey to Rob.
Hey, Will. How's it going? So let me ask you this, Ben. I'm
Sure.
sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Who's your favorite band of all time in metal?
In metal?
Yeah.
All right. So I can't say Led Zeppelin, even though they were considered metal at the time. But, I'm going to, looking back, I'm going to say, that's a good question. I'm going to say probably Metallica up till and including Master of Puppets. And then I checked out.
Yeah, they're my favorite band. Another band, German metal band called Halloween.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I remember them.
Sonic. Yeah. I used to like Megadeth a lot, too, but...
Yeah. Yeah, and Anthrax. I was a huge Anthrax fan. Like someone mentioned earlier, Scott Ian, underrated guitarist. No kidding.
Yeah, I talked to him bad, man. Back in like 90, 91, somewhere around there. Exodus, too. I like Exodus.
Yep. Gotta do the Toxic Waltz.
Yeah. You know what? Matter of fact, I got their name tattooed on my arm. Let's see if you can see it. Right there.
Oh, you see, you have my sister's name, too.
Yeah, that's my daughter's name.
Oh, very nice.
Yep, she's 19. But yeah, Fabulous
cool.
Disaster album right there.
Their cover of Lowrider, I tried to get my old band to do a cover of. I was like, we should cover Lowrider. They're like, dude, we're a hard rockin' band. I said, yeah, but we can do it just like Exodus did. And then they heard it and they're like, let's work on it. Let's work on it.
Right. Slayer, I like Slayer.
Thrash Metal says, I love Slayer. I don't love Slayer. I couldn't get into them for whatever reason.
I like a few songs from Slayer, but I'm not too big of a fan. My wife, like, what is it? Who's that one singer? Lacona Coil?
Okay.
I like her. She rocked. You know, it's all about the 80s rock here for me. AC/DC, you know. I like some of Eddie Van Halen. I'm not a big fan of him, but I like a few songs.
I like his creativity, you know, because no one else was like him. You know, at least when we were kids, you know. Let's say up until and including the 1984 album. Because after that, we had the Sunset Strip and everybody was trying to be Van Halen.
Yeah. I like a little bit of Motley Crue.
Can't get into anyway. Can't do it.
Really?
I tried. I even tried to see him live. I lasted about a minute.
Oh, wow.
It was, well, first of all, the volume was, like, I had earplugs in. And I don't know if I posted the video on the channel or not. It's posted in the Facebook group. Which, folks, if you're watching and you're not a member of our Facebook group, do a search for Canucks with Guitars on Facebook, and we have a Facebook group. Yeah, like, I'm filming him. As soon as he starts playing, there's a wall of people leaving because they hooked up every one of the Marshalls on stage. And even with earplugs in, like, I was, like, in pain.
Damn.
I don't know what the decibel level was, but it was by far the loudest I'd ever heard.
Wow.
Yeah.
You remember a band called, back in the 90s, called Faster Pussycat or Kicks?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I had an opportunity to open for Faster Pussycat.
Wow. I don't know. Yeah. What beer are you drinking there?
I'm drinking Labatt's Blue. Good old Labatt's Blue. I love my Pilsners.
I used to drink beer. I was drinking, what is it? The Mexican beer, Dos Equis.
Oh, yeah.
It's good beer, but obviously I quit drinking beer. So.
Will Varela brings up a good one here. He says, I'm not much of a metal fan, but I do enjoy when metal bands do classic rock covers from their favorite bands. I fully agree.
This is what I'm drinking now. It's some vodka.
Oh, nothing wrong with that. I enjoy my vodka.
With some tomato juice. I love Bloody Marys.
Oh. All right, I got my vodka here, so cheers. Cheers. I drink my vodka mixed with more vodka.
Right on.
Woo! That's been a while since I've had that.
I bet. I used to like whiskey too, but yeah, I'm good.
Cool, RJ. RJ said he's part of the Facebook group.
Yeah, I got to join your Facebook group. I have you as a friend, obviously, on Facebook, but yeah.
Brack, you are now a member. Brack just joined. I saw a notification. I'm like, you know what? I just gave it the shout out. I should at least put members in. Hey, we got Suave Trainwreck. Bruce joining us. Hey, buddy. Ooh, man, that vodka is just sitting right there. I don't know why I did that.
Right?
Then again, I was only planning on going till about 10 o'clock anyway, so I still got a bunch of stuff to do for NAMM. Oh, my God. Every time you think of one more thing, it's like, oh, man, I didn't do that. I didn't do that. I didn't do that.
Well, you're flying into John Wayne, right?
Yep. Yep.
Right on.
And I got a 1 hour layover in San Francisco.
Nice. That's going to be fun.
Oh, yeah. Literally, I leave, a little after 4 p.m. here Eastern time, and I land a little after 10 p.m. Pacific. So it's going to be a long day. And the same as I leave at, I think it's 10:30 in the morning Pacific, and I land. I don't know what time I land back, like 10 at night or something.
Damn.
Yeah. Between the time changes and layovers, because there's no direct flight from John Wayne to Pearson in Toronto.
Damn. I got a friend that lives out there in Alberta, Kennington. No, Alberta, like Canada. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Okay.
We like to watch
I got a bunch of family out in Alberta. That's about 1,500 miles west.
Oh, wow. Do you ever watch that show, The Trailer Park Boys?
Oh, yeah. Yep. I actually used to work with a guy who was from the same town that was shot in. He's like, yeah, that is a trailer park at the end of town.
Oh, wow. Sunnyvale, right? Or something like that?
Yeah. Hey, Huggy Bear. And yes, RJ, I will have a bucket for all the picks I get at NAMM. I'm trying to guess how many picks I'm going to end up with at NAMM. I know, I'm guessing over 100 picks I'll walk out of there with.
Oh. You tried a Kirk Hammett Jazz 3 pick yet?
I can't use Jazz picks. They're too small for me.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I just generally use 1mm Tortex picks. Unless I need to do excessive pick slides, then it's a Nerd Halen pick because they're thinner. Because
Dude, I'd love to have one of those picks.
I do have one of the new ones. Caleb was nice enough. He sent me like, I don't know, 10 picks. I messaged him one day. I'm like, hey, can you send me a couple picks, a couple extras? Because I want to give my sister some and Richie some. The guy sends me 10 picks, so I gave them out to all my band members and said, spread the word. Hey, Pete in Canada. Good to see you, buddy. He says, Ben, take your shirt off. As soon as he said that, I knew who... This is Pete Goyer, folks. Hell of a guitar player in his own right. I've had the honor of sharing the stage with him multiple times. And every time we play a show together, he always yells for me to take my shirt off. And I usually do.
You know, I have a bunch of right-handed guitars. I have 5. 2 ESPs, 3 Jacksons. But I'm lefty.
Okay. Yeah.
So I try to play left-handed. I can't. It's like I'm used to playing right-handed guitars.
Hey, I'm left-handed for writing, but I play righty.
Right on.
Yeah, my dad made a point of that. And I think it's a great idea, too, because I'd rather have my dominant hand doing the intricate work than strumming, you know, or what have you.
Right. What gauge of strings are you using, Ben?
I've got 9 through 46 on most of the guitars, 9 through 42 on my vintage Tele, and the Kramer has 9 through 42s as well.
Nice.
I use those tuned down a half step, even, no problem.
Right, on that one guitar you've seen on my channel, the one with the Metallica logo, I use Ernie Ball 11 to 48 on that one only.
I used to use 11 through 48, and then it's the old Billy Gibbons, why are you working so hard? But I was playing in drop C mostly, Les Paul's drop C, so Richie used 11 through 48s. I had sent him a couple of guitars to get set up when I joined One Day to Live, and I forgot to send strings. And he's like, well, I got 11 through 48s here. You're picking up the guitars tomorrow, so I'll just throw them on. And I was like, sure. And they really worked. And I was doing strictly rhythm anyways, so no big deal. It's when I started getting into chicken pick, and I went to the light strings.
Right. I like the sound of drop D.
Yeah.
And drop B.
Yeah. Yeah, for us, in One Day to Live, it was all drop C all day. So...
I know, since me and you're around the same age, I know you probably like some Alice in Chains, right?
Oh, huge fan of Alice in Chains. First rock concert I ever went to was Alice in Chains. I don't know what tour that was. It was in November of 92, so.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I think it cost me $12. And they were the headliner.
My wife's in, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off there, my bad.
No, I was just saying, yeah, they were the headliners, and it only cost $12.
Wow, that's cheap.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a venue that held 1,200, 1,500 people.
Dang.
Yep. Very cool. Very cool. So what were you going to say?
Yeah, go ahead. Oh, my wife's seen Metallica, Rob Halford, when he was in that band Fight, in Suicidal.
Nice.
I seen him, Rob Halford, a couple of years ago in Hollywood at a comedy jam. The guy
cool.
from, what is it, Creed? Scott something.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. He was all right.
Just checking the chat here. Everyone kind of talking to each other. Damn, Bam Ozzy says his first rock concert was Donington with AC/DC, Metallica, Black Crowes, Motley Crue, and Queensryche. I remember that show.
Wow.
Hey, Randy Tritt, good to see you.
What's that other band that you listen to? Do you like Seether?
I used to cover Seether. I did a couple of their covers, I think. I didn't mind it. I didn't mind it at all. I'm trying to remember.
I like Driven Under.
Oh. It's on Remedy. I used to cover their song Remedy.
Oh, nice. I know you remember this band. It was a hair band, too. Dangerous Toys.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I remember Dangerous Toys.
Teasing, Pleasing.
Yeah. Great
Nobody
band.
talks much about them.
We have a debate going in here. We've got people talking about Seether in the chat, and then Veruca Salt's song Seether.
Yeah, I remember that song. I have it on my playlist, actually.
Yeah,
I never
Veruca Salt
did
was a
like
good
that band called Wrong or Kick Tracy or the Bullet Boys.
The Bullet Boys, yeah. They're still playing. I think I
Wow.
had a chance to open for them, too, because there's a rock club in the west end of Toronto, and we got on the list, of, hey, do you want to open for these guys? Hey, do you want to open for those guys? And it's a ticket selling, one of these, you buy X amount of tickets from the promoter for, let's say 25 tickets for $10 a piece, and you turn around and sell them for $20 a piece. And that's how you get paid. Which works okay in some instances, but we didn't have enough of a following in and around Toronto to warrant doing these ticket sale things. It's one thing when we do them more locally, because we could pull 40, 50 people in, no problem.
Oh, right on. Yeah, I remember that band more, too. Cherry Pie.
Oh, yeah.
What is that? Slaughter? Watch the
Slaughter
Angels?
was a great band.
Firehouse?
There's a question in the chat for you, Rob.
What's up?
Will Varela asks if you like Dawkins or Lynch Mob.
I don't know about Lynch Mob, but a little bit of Dawkins, yeah. Dream Warriors?
I never really got into them myself, but appreciated George Lynch's playing, that's for sure.
Yeah, ESP, dude. I love ESP, obviously.
Yeah. Blackie loves the Bullet Boys. Nice, nice. We're mentioning Danger Danger. Yeah, another good band.
Oh my God, I have not heard that name in years.
What about Dawkins was badass. My cousin was such a Dawkins fan. Oh my God, such a Dawkins fan.
What about that band Accept?
Accept?
Yeah.
I never got into them myself. I never really got into the German metal for whatever reason.
Oh.
I think it was more the guitar tone. Like, it didn't... It was sort of like... it had that Anvil tone. And unfortunately, I think that's one of the reasons Anvil never did as well as they did, is the guitar tone on their albums was terrible, really.
When I got it, like, into Ozzy, was for the No, Rest for the Wicked album, AC/DC, The Razor's Edge.
Yep.
I'm trying to think who else. Alice Cooper, Hey Hey Stupid album or something.
Bam Ozzy says, anyone remember Cinderella? Big Cinderella fan.
Yeah, I remember Cinderella.
Yeah, well, they were one of the few bands that were rocking Les Pauls in a world of Floyd Roses.
The Explorer's my favorite, though, out of Gibson.
Oh, yeah, they're cool. ASAP Fishing 1. Good to see you, man. He says, hey, folks, I'm new here. Welcome, welcome.
Deal.
Zach Wild, or Zach Wild. Zach Wild or Zach Thong. They're both headed out. See you, Zach. Thank you. Yeah. Hopefully I'll have a safe trip. I know I'm going to have a fun trip. That's for sure. I'm going to be... Jesus. JJ and I have been putting in plans. It's like, okay, so we're going to cut down on the budget for... We'll keep beer out in the truck because they charge too much inside NAMM. And I'm like, sure. Okay. Sure. Pete says Striper. Underrated band. I think they kind of got the bad rap because they were the Christian rock band, but they had some good songs, and my God, they had talent.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember besides Deal. Wow. Holy Diver. Yeah, I like Holy Diver.
Randy Tritt says he's got a Cinderella logo tattooed on his right shoulder.
Nice.
Oh, Rat. Yeah, Paul Millard. Rat is one of my favorites.
Yeah, but then one of their guitar players died named Robert something or Robin something like that.
Yeah, Robin Crosby.
Yeah, he died of AIDS, right? Or something like that.
I think so. I don't know exactly, but something.
Quiet Riot was good.
Quiet Riot was... If anyone hasn't checked out, Frankie Benali, the drummer from the band, did a documentary on Quiet Riot.
Oh,
and it's done by his now... Well, I don't know about now wife, but it's like literally this female is documenting the story over the course of, let's say, 2 or 3 years. And over that period, they meet, they fall in love. They end up getting married during the documentary, which is... and they're trying out various singers because it's after Kevin had passed away. But... Great documentaries.
Sweet.
RJ got to meet Robin before he passed away. Very cool. Will asks Rob if you like Zach Wild.
Yeah, I love Zach Wild. He rocks, man.
He's one of the handful of guys that's keeping guitar alive. You know, on a big level, right? Because he's always playing.
I also like Joe Satriani.
Yeah, very talented player.
Almost definitely.
Pete says, I'm trying to think of all those crap LA strip bands from the 80s. Dude, there was a lot of them, and I loved most of them, that's for sure. Will Varela says Quiet Riot has a new album out. No kidding. Curious to check that out. I'd be very curious, because Frankie still plays drums amazing. I don't know who else he'd have playing with him. I think Rudy might be playing bass, but Carlos has been playing with someone else for a number of years. Like, someone like Poison, but it's probably not Poison. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I like a little bit of Poison.
Yep. CC didn't have the best tone, but he was one of those guys that just did high-gain rockabilly. You know, it's just Chuck Berry riffs, but through a cranked Marshall. So it sounded cool, you know?
Yeah.
My sister says 27 people watching and 52 thumbs. Wow, that's pretty impressive. That's like twice as many thumbs ups as people watching. Awesome. Thank you, folks.
Back in I think fall of '91, I seen Johnny Cash in concert.
Nice. And he would always have a great backing band.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Yeah, that's that was one thing. If you went to see like a Nashville recording artist, the labels always made sure that they had a good backing band behind the artist.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
They're on the Frontiers label. Quiet Riot is touring now. Awesome. Who knows, if they come into my neck of the woods, I might go check it out.
There you go.
All depends on if they're playing arenas or clubs or both, you know.
I want to ask the chat if they ever watch a guy named Stevie T. I know he also lives out there in Canada somewhere.
Steve T?
Stevie T.
Stevie T.
Yeah. He's a funny guy, but he rocks. I like his.
Very cool. I'll check it out.
Likes
Thrash Metal chimes in with Wasp, Metal Church, and Forced Entry. I know the first two. I don't know Forced Entry, but I know Wasp and I know Metal Church. I didn't get into either of those bands, but it was one of those, you only had so many dollars to spend on cassette tapes back in the day. So you almost had to pick and choose who you became. Because I don't know about you, but it's like I discovered a band, I had to have every album by that band. And it wasn't, you know, it was a mission to complete the set of the whole discography. Yeah, Thrash Metal says Stevie T can shred.
Yeah. Yeah, he likes that 7-string with the little B string.
Yeah. Oof. Or as I call it, a spare.
Yeah, there you go.
Thrash Metal says DRI, SOD, and MOE. Yeah. Now you get into like your early hardcore, West Coast hardcore punk.
System of a Down's okay. It's not my favorite, but they're okay.
Yeah, you know, it was one of those bands I always meant to buy their album, but never did. You know, like I liked them enough, I was like, I'm going to buy their album. And then you go to the record shop and you're like, ooh, the new whatever is out, and you buy that instead.
Yeah. One album I want to get a hold of is a Metallica album, the Creeping Death album.
Yeah.
I used to have that album years and years ago. It's got
Soda Pop mentions Venom. Yeah, Venom was some serious hardcore.
Oh, Venom, Buried Alive. Hell yeah. A black metal album.
Yep. Bam Ozzy's apparently still stuck in the 80s. Metallica, Maiden, Leopard, Crew, Poison, GNR, etc. Yeah, that's all good stuff.
I used to like Guns N' Roses, and I got sick of them.
I was a huge... When they hit the scene, oh my, I was so... Because I was already... It was one of those things like, you would read an article in Hit Parader. Let's say Motley Crue. You know, and they're like, oh, you're doing a really good tour. See a Suave Trainwreck. You know, and they're like, oh, we're not doing crap compared to the Georgia Satellites. So then I check out the Georgia Satellites. And they're like, well, you know, we're cool, but we're nothing but Led Zeppelin. And then you check out Led Zeppelin, you know, and as a high schooler, you keep going back, and then by like grade 11, I'm listening to Mississippi Delta Blues, for God's sakes, in my Walkman. So, like, when Guns N' Roses hit the scene, I could hear the blues influence much more, like in that vein of Aerosmith and stuff. Because that's what they were trying to be, is the next Aerosmith in many ways. And I fell in love with Izzy Stradlin's playing. He was always my favorite in that band since day one.
Yeah, you like Gary Holt at all?
I can appreciate his playing. I never really got into him, but I like his playing.
Right on.
And he's always working. He's always got a gig on the go.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Well, he's smart that way too, because if you're not gigging, you're just costing money, right? So
yeah. God, I know there's another left-handed metal player, and I can't think of his name, and he plays guitar. Besides Jimi Hendrix, of course. Oh, well.
Terry says Suicidal Tendencies rock for a band from that era. Suicidal Tendencies I was huge into Suicidal Tendencies. Join the Army, and, oh crap, the album after Join the Army. Other than Join the Army doesn't have the best sound quality, but I remember I ordered in that album mail order. Like, you know, it would be, I guess, like an internet thing nowadays, but it was like you got a little fanzine and you found this company in Montreal that would sell indie records and tapes, and you get together with a couple of buddies and put in an order from this company in Montreal, and they'd send you all this independent music that was just sort of like all the Sub Pop stuff before grunge became mainstream. They had a lot of that stuff.
Yeah, grunge. I remember back in the 90s, I think, fully grunge spelled metal there for a while, if you remember that.
Yeah.
That sucked too, at that time. But what is your favorite song from Alice in Chains, though, Ben?
Favorite song from Alice in Chains? There's a bunch.
This name was helpful.
Oh, no, let me think. It Ain't Like That is one of my favorites. Album cut, but I love that song. And it's so Alice in Chains. But, you know, Down in a Hole, I love for their slower stuff. You know, but they had me from, what was it? What was their first single? We Die Young, I think, was their very first single. And the first time I heard it, I was just like, yes, these guys this is different. You know, that vocal arrangement, I loved it.
Yeah. I like Man in a Box, The Decision, what is it? God, I can't think of the other one. It's on their latest album. I can't think of the song. Doggone it. Oh, Check My Brain.
Okay, Soda Pop just said We Die Young. Yeah. Yeah, Man in the Box, Angry Chair, another great one. I didn't like Wood on 36 Solo. For whatever reason, I never liked Wood. And same with Rooster. I did not like Rooster either.
What about L7?
L7? You said? Yeah, so yeah. That was actually brought up in the chat already. Big L7 fan. Love They got a ton of airplay in Canada. Because they were smart and they would come up and do interviews on our version of MTV and stuff like that. So, right, hang on, I'm just going to turn off this amp because that fan is killing me.
Pretend That We're Dead, Stuck Here Again, Honorees or something like that. I like also Helmet.
Oh, yeah.
Unsung.
Yep. I had Helmet's, the album that Unsung was on. I really enjoyed that. Bam Ozzy mentions Faith No More. Yes, version 1.0 and then 2.0 when Mike Patton joined. And that album, you know, of course, when Mike Patton joined, that's when they blew up. And I remember going, hey, they have like a couple other albums. And I was like, wow, who is the singer? The worst singer ever in a band, in my opinion. But I loved it still. Because I could hear the heart in his vocals.
You like that Ugly Kid Joe, right?
Ugly Kid Joe, I remember them, yeah.
Dixon, Tesla.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh man, I got into all kinds of stuff. Yeah, I remember at that point I was listening to rock, the alternative stuff, punk. It was all just coming out and it was all good.
Ramones.
Oh yeah, huge Ramones fan.
God rest
Blackie says Deftones kick ass. Never got into the Deftones. But Richie is a huge Deftones fan. He's seen them multiple times, I'm pretty sure.
You remember that band called Local H?
Sorry, what was that?
Local H?
Local H? No.
Really?
Will Varela says, do you guys like Doug Aldrich, formerly of White Snake? I actually met Doug Aldrich last year up at Cosmo Music. It just happened he was leaving the food truck area. I was headed over there to meet up with Richie, and I ended up talking to him for about 3 or 4 minutes, which was totally, I'm like, holy crap, I can't believe I'm standing here talking to Doug Aldrich. It was the first time I ever covered an event as a YouTuber, and I was just like, oh my god, and I didn't even think to take my phone out to record any of it, other than we got a selfie together, and that was it. I was like, it was one of those, I walk up, Rich was having a cigarette, and I'm like, he's like, where were you? I was like, oh, I was just having a chat with Doug Aldrich. And he's like, you got that on video, right? I was like, no. Damn it. The same as when I met George Lynch the same day. I met George Lynch a couple hours before that, and I only talked to him for about 30 seconds, but it was awesome. You know, like the guy that's been there, done that. So, and it looks like Todd Flowers is headed out. See you, Todd.
I'll be right back.
Sure.
Okay.
Is Soda Pop headed out too? If so, cheers, Soda Pop. Sisters of Mercy. I know the name, Bam Ozzy, but I can't place Sisters of Mercy. Thrash metal. Rich is epic. He is pretty damn epic. All the Todds are leaving. Yeah. We're getting de-todded. What's up with that? We'll go for a few more minutes anyway, so. We've already been going, what, 2.5 hours, so. All that playing, I've worked up a bit of an appetite. Actually, I did kind of a bit, Terry, when I met Robert Baker. He is such a cool guy. And we have matching hair now, so we'll have to get another selfie at NAMM. So, and what do you folks think? The new locks that aren't down to here anymore.
Love the hair, Ben.
Thank you. It was funny. I stopped in, so I stopped in at a couple hair salons and yesterday, and they they have like a 2-hour wait. So I went to an actual barber shop, and I live in a military town, so they're used to military haircuts. It's an old school barber shop.
Oh wow!
And so I walk in. I was like, oh, and I had it in a ponytail, and she couldn't see it, obviously. I'm like, yeah, I need a haircut. She goes, yeah, I can hook you up right now. So I pull the hair elastic out, and she's like, please tell me we're not cutting all that off. I'm like, oh, no, just a trim.
Yeah, I got, like, shoulder-length hair a little past my shoulders. God, the last time I got a haircut, it's been almost 2 years ago.
Yeah, for me it was 3.5 years, and she did basically whatever the length of her comb was. That's what we took off.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
My neighbor upstairs has his hair down to his waist.
Wow. Well, I did notice with that much hair, I was starting to get some neck issues. Because it was 2/3 of the way down, I'd say. So.
Oh, wow.
And I couldn't sit and play anymore because my hair would get caught in the damn guitar strings. Will says, are you hungry? I'm going to cook a steak right now. Yes, medium rare, please. Damn. That sounds good. Yeah, I figure we'll go a few more. We'll go till the bottom of the hour here. So it's awesome that you stopped in, Rob. I figure you just wanted to give me that personal message, wish me well, welcoming me to California.
Yeah, definitely. Welcome to California. You're not here yet,
nice. Everyone's getting hungry in the chat now because Will mentioned cooking steaks.
Sounds so good right now.
I like the fact he's cooking steaks at like damn near 10:30 at night. Yes, Terry, it's all part. Terry says Ben's going to NAMM supporting his new Robert Baker look. That's right, because I hope people will mistake me for Robert Baker and say, hey, we want to work with you. And I'm like, hey, I want to work with you.
Right. Hey, if you guys see a guy named Gary Gabillion.
Sorry, what was that? Your volume went down for some reason.
A guy named Gary Gabillion. He does string guitars. His company is NX6.
Not familiar. I'll check it out.
Yeah, I met the guy 2 years ago, January 11th of 2017, in Hollywood at the Fender Theater at a comedy jam.
Okay.
So yeah, I seen the guy from Guns N' Roses, Rob Halford, the guy from Creed, and a few other people.
Chuck Booth jumping in for the end of the show. Welcome, Chuck. Leave a thumbs up. You put one in the chat. Let's see. My sister says, I wonder if Ben shaved and took off his glasses if we would look related now. Same hair length, but I have more gray. I have a lot of gray under the brown. That was the thing. When they cut your hair when it's this long, they layer it. Like pulling a bit out at a time. I was like, my God, that's all gray. So I hide it well. Yes, I just have the dark hair on top still. You know, that's what happens when you're 44 years old and still single.
Yeah, you can see the gray on mine.
I see a couple gray hairs.
There you go. No, let me ask you this. What do you think the ex-drummer from Megadeth got? I know his name was Chuck, and the guy was from the album So Far, So Good, So What album.
Okay, good album.
That was my favorite one. First album I heard.
I think for me it was the Peace Sells album, because Peace Sells and Wake Up Dead... Well, Wake Up Dead was the first single I'd heard, and then when Peace Sells came out a couple months later, I went, oh my, this is awesome.
Right. I just wanted whatever the first bass player did from Metallica, you know, Ron McGovney or something.
Okay.
I wonder whatever he did after, you know, leaving Metallica because it's freaking big mustache.
All right, I just got a photo from Blackie DH, and he's typing, so we'll find out what the context of this photo is.
Okay.
Let's see. Will Varela says, I wish I still had hair. Thrash Metal says, Ben, don't fear the Slayer. Good old hippie, pacifist, anti-war protest music like Sabbath or Joan Baez or Pete Seeger. I like Sabbath. I like Pete Seeger. I don't like Joan Baez. Same as my sister. We had a bad experience with Joan Baez. That's all I'll say. As a family, we had a bad experience with that diva. We'll leave it at that. Okay, cool. Locally, I know that. So this is Blackie DH with Scott Lewis. Scott Lucas is the name from Local H. Oh wait, I might have to turn down the brightness, but yeah, I will. Hang on. Give me a sec. I know technology. There we go. If it focuses. Oh. Awesome, Blackie. So that's one of the things I do love doing is when people send in stuff. Like, I don't know if you noticed on the Thursday show lately, a lot of people are sending in pictures of guitars and stuff for us to show off. I just love that crowd interaction.
Yeah.
You know, like, I really try, you know, like, if somebody jumps in the chat, give them a shout out. You know, stuff like that.
Like, I love watching, what is it, Johnny, Jay, and Dave?
Yep.
And Guitar Hack, and especially you.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, Guitar Hack's great. You know, yeah, Johnny, I don't know if Johnny's still watching or not. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be doing this. Because I discovered his show, enjoyed it, decided, hey, I want to do that too. At that time, he was live 3 nights a week, so I chose a night he was off to give another place for us to hang out. And
there you go.
I think within 2 or 3 weeks of me launching the channel, Johnny had me on as a guest with all of like 35 subscribers. And all of a sudden, the first time I was on, Jay and Dave both couldn't make the show. So I'm the co-host with Johnny, and like 5 minutes into the show, he's like, all right, I gotta go tuck the chickens in. I'll be back, you know, as he leaves during shows and stuff. And all of a sudden I'm like, I've been a YouTuber for like 2 weeks. I don't know what to say in front of this 75 people or whatever. I got a little camera shy, but we pulled through, and he's had me on since then, and you know, he's always been in my corner. Love the guy. I get to finally meet him this week.
Right on. I think after watching you, you actually inspired me to do more YouTube videos of guitar stuff, you know. I was like, you know what, these guys are inspiring me, and that's what I want to do with my life, you know.
Awesome. Well, I appreciate that. Yeah,
that.
Guitar Hack always blames me for getting him hooked on the live bug too, so you're not alone. I think it's because people see my channel and go, Jesus, if that Ben guy can do it, anybody can do it.
Right.
But that's just my opinion. You know, I'm just a guy. I'm just doing my thing, and, you know, maybe one day I'll have 1 million subscribers. Who knows? You know, but that's the long term is build the channel, You know, folks like yourself, you know, jumping in like every day. There's somebody new in the chat or a new comment. And, you know, and that's the plan. You know, gig as a musician and, you know, because you're never going to get rich off YouTube. But at least it can offset, because gigging doesn't pay anymore. And YouTube doesn't pay, but maybe between the two I can eke out a living, you know.
Like you
and
said,
it's all because you guys.
Like you said, when one of your videos doesn't pay to shred.
Yeah. At least on a local level, you know, they just want to dance. That's the biggest thing. Beats per minute is the most crucial thing in a gigging band on a bar level. You know, play as I remember, you know, guys will bring a song to the band. They're like, hey, I'm like, yeah, that's an amazing song, but you can't dance to it.
Right.
You know, it's a little too slow, a little too fast. You got it, you know, and that's the thing, because I was told is if you play music that you can dance to, the women will stay. And if the women stay, the men will stay.
That's true.
So, I should have mentioned that in my video, but somehow my video got pulled out of context, like, oh, Ben's anti-shred, he hates shred. No, not at all. You know, time and a place.
Right. Like my favorite guitar players are, you know, like Kirk Hammett, Zach Wilde, Joe Satriani, but, you know, that's just me.
Sure.
And Gary Holt.
Yep. But unfortunately, most people don't want to hear that in bars, right?
Yeah.
You know, they want to hear the same songs that were played by the band last week, sadly.
Right. You know, I like some CCR. Jimi Hendrix.
I love CCR. My God. And when I found out just recently, that band had only been together for like 4 or 5 years total, and they brought out that many amazing songs.
Yeah.
Like that was, I just assumed they were around for a decade.
Yeah, remember back in the 80s, John Fogerty done a song called The Old Man Who's Down the Road?
Yep.
Love that song, man.
Yeah, that's what largely introduced me to the band, because we're right at that age where John Fogerty, and they're like, my parents are like, you know, he was in Creedence Clearwater Revival. I'm like, well, who are they? Go look at our record collection. And then you pull out the stuff, you're like, wow, this is gold. How did it, you know, and you feel like an idiot even at 9, 10 years old. Why wasn't I listening to Mom and Dad's records of this stuff?
Like, only country music I like is like the Johnny Horton, Patsy Cline, a little bit of Hank Williams. No.
Oh yeah, I don't mind any of that stuff.
Johnny Cash.
Looks like Thrash Metal is going to have a new video up soon. He did EJ's... Apparently EJ has a song out and he played along with it. Okay, so probably one of those challenges, I would assume. Cool. Nothing wrong with that. I haven't really got into those challenges myself, but it's just because generally if I'm picking up a guitar, it's for the band. You know what I mean? Other than, like tonight I played a bit, but generally it's working on a piece for the band, you know, learning a new song, or just keep my hands in shape for the band.
Yeah.
If I learn too much stuff, then I forget other stuff.
What's your favorite band pickup? So done.
My favorite band?
Brand of pickup.
Oh, brand of pickup. Well, the only non-factory pickups I have are my signature set, which I love. But I got Duncan 59s in that Fibson Les Paul. And I do love the Duncan 59s. I really like the JB and the Kramer too. The Duncan JB. So I guess Seymour Duncan, just because I've had the most experience with them. But I really want to try a DiMarzio Super Distortion, just because everybody was using them in Les Pauls back in the day. But that's just me. But I think I'm going to actually wrap things up here. We've been going, Jesus, over 2.5 hours. So, if you want to just hold the line, Rob. Actually, do you have anything any parting words, sir?
Well, thanks for having me on here, Ben. I do appreciate that.
Oh, of course.
I want to say hi to everybody else, especially your sister. Hi, Amanda.
Yeah, so if anyone hasn't already subscribed to Rob, if you scroll up in the chat a bit before he popped in, you'll see him. Yeah, Gussie, it's always the way. You start wrapping stuff up and then people drop in. Thank you, Paul. I will have fun at NAMM. The biggest thing I'm going to do is just meet YouTubers, and I'm not expecting to work with a bunch of companies because honestly, I don't have a big enough channel to really offer much, but hey, if somebody wants to take a chance on me, cool. So, as I always say, hold those doors open. Let that guy in ahead of you in traffic. Do good things, and good things will happen to you. Look forward to a bunch of NAMM coverage from this channel. And until the next time, be good to each other and have a great night, folks. Cheers.
Rock on.